Your Life Operating Instructions is an online program I created through a philosophy that I was given. The philosophy is you have everything you need to create a magnificent life if you know how to find that. That's really what it is. Now, why was I given the philosophy? Because I needed it. When I left school, I left college and I just walked out my second year because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't have a direction, and I had struggled for most of my life to try to find something. My family was trying to figure out, where do you want to go? I didn't know. And then I had a lot of success going along, different jobs, but never to the point where it felt, this is me. I'm fulfilled. This place of peace where you're no longer searching or doubting or looking for anything. And to get there, I had to stumble. I hit every possible horrible thing in life that you can imagine, down to illnesses, losing part of my foot, learning how to walk again, rehabilitation, drugs, addiction, all of those things, hospital stays, the whole bit, to end up being a person who doesn't have any of that. Because I use this work. I had to keep ingesting it into me. Let me tell you how this works, because you must understand how you develop. When we come into the world, we don't know exactly where we're going to be. And sometimes we have a lot of trouble, and it could come from many different sources. It could come from your upbringing, where you grew up, the situation, your parents. But it's all about what you ingested into your thinking, what you have put into your thoughts. That's what's creating your life. That's where our power is. That's where we live. And so when you don't know that you have control over that, things can go haywire. I didn't know I had control over that. But what happens is, whatever you have lived, and if you come through it, and you've created something, or you're okay, you survive, then maybe you're supposed to give that back to the world. And that's what I decided to do. I thought, there's no way that anyone should have to go through the years and years of struggle that I did, because I have something that can help them. Now let me tell you how this works. You develop through the way that you use your mind, your brain, your thinking. That's all that it is. There's nothing else other than that. But we don't come to that maybe ever. A lot of people haven't. And it took me a long time. But I said, we got to change things. As the world is changing, I want people to be able to change as well. And that's what had to happen for me. But it's a process. You will form a kind of a reality in your head from the experiences that you have had. Sometimes that reality is not serving you, because it's telling you all kinds of things that are wrong. That's what I lived. And it's from control of others, people trying to tell you something, and then you end up not having a sense of who you were. I feared telling anybody what I was going to do or what I wanted to do, because they would think that's crazy. That's just nuts. You can't do that. And when you hear that over and over again, it gets implanted, and then you can't get out of it unless you can break that chain. And that is how neuroscience works, how you train your brain. And all it takes is understanding it, having a little intellectual understanding of how we work as humans, and then deciding that you are going to use those tools to become empowered. That's the first step, because you can't do anything without that. That's why I say I'm an intuitive empowerment life purpose coach, because we have to get to that first. When you become more empowered, you let go of your fear and doubt, and you're able to go out and do things. Your lack of motivation is not because you're lazy. It's because you haven't found that right place, and you don't know what it is yet. That's all. Because once you find it, you find your passion. And then you're getting up every day and you're doing exactly what you want to do. And that's what my program does. That's the guarantee of the program. But I want you to understand that you have everything already within you to create this magnificent life. You just needed the tools to know how to unlock it. And that's really what it is. The process of us living our lives is uncovering what's within us, because we all are born with this magnificent potential. But we got to decide at some point that we're going to develop it. And that's what this program can do for you.